All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. So another Jennifer Epcot, and let me tell you, y'all, she's been very patient. She hasn't badgered me or anything, and I had done some buy me a coffees in front of her latest request, and wasn't even thinking. And I was taking a shower, and I was like, when did Jennifer when did she request those songs that I'm doing right now? And I went back and looked, and it was like 10 days before the ones was doing on Buy Me a Coffee. So I had to stop right there and go back and try to catch up with Jennifer. This is not a science for me. This is not my full-time job. I really don't know what my full-time job is. Being a pawpaw to Lucy and Bella, being a dad to Tara or Kristen, or being a husband to my wife. And yeah, man, I've been retired for 8 months now, so I would think that I would found a new normal, but I really haven't. I haven't really got into a groove yet. I still, like I've told y'all, I still, try to work out at least 3 days a week. And today would have been the second day of the week. I do Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's what I try to do. Sometimes it's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So it gets a little hectic. But this morning it was 3 hours, an hour in the gym, and then 2 hours walking with Lucy. And we decided it was beautiful this morning. It was only 68 degrees. I'm not sure what that is in Celsius, but in Fahrenheit it was 68, and wind was blowing a little bit out of the north, where we get our cool weather from. And it was awesome. So we just kept going. All right. So knowing that we're fixing to do Jennifer Epcot, it's either a night wish or it's something close to that. And this is another EPICA, and this is featuring APOCALYPTICA. APOCALYPTICA. Yeah. Okay. And it's live at the AFAS. So I don't know what that is. All right. So let's get into the intro and then right into the video, y'all. right, man. I got to pause it. Wow. This group here with their orchestra background. You know, y'all, I read the Wikipedia on this group, and it said they don't lean. It didn't say they lean heavily on an orchestra, but that's part of their. That's part of their show, is to have these strings, and right now I see three. It looks like all three of them are cellos, and there could be others as well. And then you can hear the deep bass drum just coming in at the right time. It's almost, and they call themselves EPICA, and I see why. This could be used in a score of a music. Of a movie, and it would fit in. I mean, I can picture it in my mind what this music would be like. It's a forested area, and just her voice just lends itself to this mystical type of music. And I know I'm stumbling on myself here. This is my first one of the day, and it always one or two of the day, and I always kind of stumble around. But I know what I'm trying to say. Y'all just can't read my mind. If you could, this would be a lot easier, promise you. But yeah, so far, from what I've heard of Epica, and it's all been through the, and we got another one coming up right after this one called Sancta Terra, and that's featuring Floor Jansen of Nightwish. So I guess they all kind of run in the same circles because they're all kind of doing the same thing. It's just awesome. I never heard this kind of music before until I started doing this channel, and we came up with Nightwish and now Epica and The Warning, and it's just been a great. And Sabaton, too. Don't want to leave them out. So let's get back to it. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for APOCALYPTICA!
So, Man, I don't know what all to say about this beautiful band. I don't even know what genre this is. I mean, it does have heavy metal influence, obviously, and orchestra influence, obviously. And man, it's somewhat operatic, operatic. I don't even know if that's a word, but undertones to it as well. And it's just it's just hard to put. I'm supposed to react to these things, and sometimes I'm speechless. When a band leaves me speechless, well, I was going to say that's epic in itself, but it's really not. I mean, I'm speechless a lot of times on these bands, but that is just perfection, man. And I'm just listening to it in my headphones, off of YouTube. So you can imagine being there in person when you're feeling the percussions, the pressure of that. I don't know, man. I could just keep going on and on and on and on again. It sounds like I'm talking about The Warning, or I'm talking about Nightwish, or I'm talking about a dozen other Sabaton, a dozen other bands that they just kind of, they're so stinking good at what they do. They kind of take your breath away, and they kind of take away any thoughtful sentences that you could put together, because once it's over with, you're just thinking to yourself, holy cow, how is this not just so well known? And it's only got like 1.9 million views in 2 years. But I've seen other bands on here that's had 60 and 100 million views. That, in my opinion, my humble opinion, I'm not a music critic, and I can't hold a tune myself or play any instrument. But I don't think a lot of them are as good as this type of band right here. But yet they get all the notoriety, and I don't know, man. Maybe because it doesn't fit the mode of what, I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. All I know is I personally dig this kind of music. So, all right, I'll get us out of here. I know y'all, I'm probably torturing you guys. So that's going to do it for me, y'all. Till I see you again, I'll catch you down the road. Let's get into the outro, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.